Giant waves crashed over the bow. I don't remember how many days I went without food or water, as the fish dragged the boat for miles around the island. I was delusional at times and thought this would be the end for me. And then finally the clouds parted. The clouds parted, and a ray of sun shone down on me. It gave me new hope and inspiration. And with bloody hands and tired muscles, I finally pulled the monster fish out of the muck and the weeds and into the boat. Exhausted and spent, I could barely call anyone to tell them about my story. But I persevered and managed to call roughly around 1,000 people or so. I did manage to reach ESPN and about every big tackle store in New England. That's what you wanted me to tell it. Anyway, part of the story is true. Kenny did call me that day, and I think he did catch it. But what was so special about that day was that Ken thought to call me and tell me about it, and hearing him so excited telling the story just brought me back to when Ken was a little boy. It reminded me of all the wonderful times we had fishing together on that same pond, and how excited we both got when we caught fish. It was like we were back there in time, sitting in the boat together, and those are so special times for me and memories, and I've treasured them always. Now, I'm sure many of you know how hard Ken and Amity worked to make this day so very special, not just for them, but for all of us. I know many of you here today were very helpful in making this day special also, and we thank you. Now, Amity, as probably a lot of you know, is an amazing planner. I've never met anyone quite like her when it comes to planning and organizing. She is unbelievable. I think 5 minutes after Ken proposed, she ran into the house and set up the house as a fishing control center. Everybody had job descriptions, vision statements, goals to meet, timetables, you name it. And Amity made sure he definitely stayed on schedule. Now, Kenny had one item on his list. That was to be here at 4 o'clock. That's my boy. Now, in fact, Amity is such a great planner that next week you'll all be receiving in the mail a save the date card for their 50th wedding anniversary. But instead of the pencil with it, 50 years from now, knowing how organized you are, everybody will get a pair of reading glasses, a hearing aid, and maybe a little Viagra thrown. Seriously now, Amity, words cannot express how happy we are to have you in our family, and how happy we are to have your family in ours. Anyways, we love you from the first day we met you. You're one of the kindest, most generous, thoughtful women I know, and your laugh is unbelievable, contagious. But most of all, we are deeply grateful to you as a woman who has brought our son such joy, happiness, and love in his life. And it shows on Kenny's face every time he talks about you. And Ken, there's not a father in this world that is more proud of his son than I am of you. You've always been a special son, and you've become a very, very special man. Ask everybody to rise, please, for the toast. Ken and Amity, may God bless you. May you have nothing but happiness and good health all of your lives. May you always be each other's best friend. And may you be blessed with love that lasts a lifetime.